Hey goddesses, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, where you're watching this or when you're watching this during the day. It's okay if you don't catch live. I think most of you guys know who I am. I just reintroduced myself yesterday. So if you didn't watch that video yesterday, go ahead and go back and watch that so that you know why I'm here, why I created this group, and what I'm trying to offer in the world. One of my things that I've been really working on and striving towards is helping people to understand about the difference between trying to be anti something or pro what we want. So there's a huge energetic difference. And what I'm really trying to spread lately is the idea that we want to focus on those things that we do want, not the things that we don't want. Okay, so whatever, and this goes along with making the world a better place as well. So if you, for instance, don't like Trump, okay? I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying I'm totally in the middle. But instead of being anti-Trump, why don't we be pro-peace or pro whatever we do want to happen, right? Because the more that we or like really the fight against breast cancer or things like that. Hey, Rolga, how are you? I really don't like anything where we're fighting against things, because the more we focus on what we don't want, the more of that we get. It's a law of the universe. It's just what happens. So instead, let's focus on those things that we do want. So that's why I'm creating these, if you're local to me, although I'll be live streaming them, yeah, totally. I'll be live streaming them in these groups, or in this group only, my goddess ceremonies. So these are a brand new thing. I'm a little bit scared to step into, but I'm also excited because I really feel like I am here to help bring about more of this divine feminine energy. And I'm really excited to start stepping more into that, even though it is something a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I do that all the time to myself, step out of my comfort zone. So I'm okay with that and ready to do that. And I hope that I can and be a light and an inspiration for you ladies to do the same thing in your life. All right, so you guys, making the world a better place. Yes, that was my first tip, really, is to focus on those things that you do want. Okay, and you'll start to even notice shifts in your life as soon as you start really doing that. And it's a practice. Every time you catch yourself trying to resist something, just try to flip it around and instead think about what you do want, okay, and focus on that. So as far as making the world a better place as well, instead of thinking like, oh, you know, I'm not doing some big, huge thing. I'm not out there saving the planet or the environment, or, you know, I'm not out there on the front lines helping, you know, fight against or feed the hungry, right? So that's totally fine. What we really need to focus on instead is, and it sounds like a little thing, and it sounds like maybe it's kind of selfish thing, but it's really not, is trying to be in that state of flow and joy more often. So I've been talking about flow the last few days. So the more we can stay in line with that flow, that inspiration, that place of joy within us, the more of a ripple that's going to cause in the world. And you're going to be an inspiration to those around you the more that you can, it's starting to get really sunny. Hey, Bethany, the more that you can stay in that place of flow and joy, the more you're going to really start to create that ripple and inspire everyone around you to want to do the same thing. So change really does start within you. It doesn't have to be some huge thing. What's going to get you into a state of joy today? Okay, what for me, it's this. I love doing this. So this really gets me inspired. So I will just write, and then whatever I write, you know, I'll get on here and share with you guys. So that really inspires me. But I get into my place of inspiration actually before I do that by meditating. So I meditated this morning, listening to some affirmations just to really get me in that place of joy. Maybe it's going to be a yoga practice. Maybe it's going to be some like cycling class. I don't know, whatever it is that you like to do. Bethany, maybe it's, you know, playing your music and, you know, creating music. The sun's in your eyes too. It's awesome though. I'm not complaining. But, so a really good way to get into that place is meditation. And, so let's do that. Just a few breaths here. Go ahead and close your eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Take a couple cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth like you're blowing through a straw. So inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll start to do Samavriti Pranayama. So that's equal inhale, equal exhale. So exhale completely, then let's inhale slowly to 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going on your own. Make sure that you're not holding the breath at all. You're inhaling all of those counts, and then you're exhaling all of those counts. If that's too much, then just go to 3, but really try to make it to 4. Creating a little bit more lung capacity. If 4 is really easy for you, try to go to 5 or 6. And watch the flow of the breath, keeping the mind steady by watching the breath. Couple more rounds. And circle your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head. Bring your thumbs from your heart center up to your forehead. Just kind of sealing that in. Thanking yourself for taking these couple minutes out of your day to get connected to the flow, that place of inspiration, that place of joy. That place of joy is not dependent on anything else, okay? It's not dependent on any outside circumstances. It's always a choice within yourself. So that place of pure joy within me acknowledges that place of pure joy within you. Namaste. So I hope that resonated with you ladies this morning, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of my group. Make sure that you check out that other post that I posted earlier about joining the challenge, because just because you're in this group doesn't mean that you can win the prizes. You actually have to sign up and get registered, so make sure that you do that. All right, thank you so much, you guys. Have a great weekend. Namaste.